Hey guys, and welcome back to the Grimsby to Glory Road to Glory FIFA 21 series, and today is a big day because we have some huge games. As you can see, the first one is Bolton, who were in third. We've played them before on screen, but we are going to play them again. It's a game that we need to try and win, as we have alongside that Stevenage, Colchester. Don't know if I'm going to play either of those because I'm definitely going to be playing Leighton Orient and then Morecambe to Sim. And as you can see, the transfer window is open, the winter transfer window. We're not going to get through it all today, of course. We'll get through the remainder of it next episode, which will be the big time to make some key signings, hopefully defenders. As today we start off this game, I've got my scouts out right now looking at guys you've suggested and just players that I think are good enough. Free agents I've dived into, but Bolton's the main focus, as I have recently rotated the team to look a little bit like this now because I'm thinking about changing stuff up in the transfer window, so of course I've got to take that into account with players, as James McEwen is in goal, Hendry, Holmes, Pollock and Doig at the back with Clifton, Hewitt and Rose in the middle. Max Wright, maybe a player I'm going to try and loan out because he's just not happy. I don't want to let him go permanently, but he's not happy here. With Williams as well, don't know if I mind him in the shop window to sell because he is really good and his price is probably up, but then again he's doing well for us. And Scannell, same with him. He's good, but he's 65 rated. He'd be worth a lot. We've got other wingers like Martin and Tilly and even Awara Edwards, the likes of them here at the club. But he is going to play here, so maybe players can get themselves in the shop window, or maybe just try and play well for us because we need to play well against the third place team. And it's Gilks, Jones, Baptiste, Taft, Santos and Gordon in I think a 5 at the back, and the goalkeeper of course with Sarkovic, Crawford, Comley, Doyle and Gnawa up front. I think he scored against us last time. These beat us of course at the start of this season, 3-1, which was about 4 days ago in real life. And look at the stadium. I've never known the University of Bolton Stadium, I think it's called. I'm not sure on the real name. Be this big. It looks amazing for a League 2 side. And come on, let's get a win at this big stadium. It would be a big confidence boost. We've got wins against higher clubs, of course. Crewe twice this season. Yeah, in a friendly and a cup competition. But still, we're on really good form. And it's Gnawa with the ball onto Doig. Now Brandon Comley scored against us last time. Definitely the ex-Grimsby Town player. Gives it into Doyle. This is good passing. Owen Doyle, great tackle though from Doig, though, our left back who's been really good this season. As here is Williams with it again. Williams gives it to Hewitt. We had a run there from Max Wright. I've avoided it. Back into Hewitt. Oh, it's a bad slide from Baptiste. And Williams could be through. Rose, get out of the way. Daddy Rose has got in the way, but he's got the ball himself now. Get that across to Max Wright, who's had a shot. Fallen to Hewitt. Get that ball in right with a dive. Oh, and Max Wright scored straight away. 10 minutes into the game. And Maxi Wright, who's actually on real good form. The Grimsby Town through and through youth player gets a go and a start he's had. I said I want to get him in the shop window for a loan. Maybe that's changed. Great bit of play. I thought the move was over when Rose got in Williams' way. It was stupid how he dived in there. But Hewitt, excellent ball on the turn. And they've swapped roles. Hewitt should be heading. Max Wright should be crossing it in. But the small man, Maxi Wright, with the header. Straight past Gilks to lead at Bolton. It seems like a very slow-paced game, this one. And I don't mind them sometimes. I mean, it's slow from Bolton. Not really us, to be honest with you. We're getting forward quite well as Hewitt looks for Williams. It's a bit of a dodgy pass straight through to the keeper. This keeper, Gilks, is very dodgy with the ball at his feet. Got to run at him. And it's Brandon Comley on the ball again. Now Owen Doyle. It's one apiece. Owen Doyle with a great goal. Flicks it up for himself from the Comley pass and blasts it in. This guy was the top scorer for Swindon before they got promoted to the league above, and Doyle decided to drop back down with Bolton, and he has proved why he is that good. Great goal. It was a free kick from Sarkovic. I thought nothing had happened. Couple of quick passes, flick on, and straight past James McEwen. Maka had absolutely no chance, as it's level here at the University of Bolton Stadium. I'm going to keep calling it that because I honestly don't know the real name, but it is Williams. Try and get us back underway. Scannell, I don't think is as good on this wing, but then again Max Wright's playing really well on the right, so we're going to have to just trust the process with him there, as Rose has the ball in the middle. Try and feed it to Scannell. He could have a chance here though from the left wing. Sean Scannell, fake shot, hit it. Oh, Baptiste was round him all the way. However, it's wave after wave, and it's a good tackle again. Rose is getting really stuck in. He is a great player in this save, as Harry Clifton now to come away with it. It's a good run from Williams. If he's onside, Williams is onside. George Williams to get a goal, blasts it in the top corner, and we regain our lead at Bolton, 2-1. And this guy, Oh my days, the two players I've mentioned maybe getting rid of have played outstanding here. Great finish again, and we've proved we can do it against the big teams now at the big stadiums, because we should be regaining our lead and regaining the gap between us and Bolton, because it will be very, very big. I think 4 points if we get this win. So it's a vital game and a vital goal, and that is great. That is a great first half, I think. It was a really good goal from Owen Doyle, which could not be stopped, so I'm not really butthurt about the goal they scored. So it's 2-1 to us away from home. No change, of course. I'd be stupid to make them at this point. Maybe Scannell later on in the game to keep him a little bit fit, but for now, it's excellent. Rose coming forward. Has he got support on this wing? Max Wright, make a run behind. That's a good ball, that. Maxi Wright. Right, what can you do? A couple of shimmies into the middle. Into Williams, who could have had a shot again, but it's a good tackle from Taft. A very solid defender, him. As Baptiste running into danger. Need to just pin them in. As it's Sarkovic. Oh, and Doig with a great interception there. It's Clifton now, as he tries to look round the corner. It looks like a bit of a scrappy second half, this one, and I don't really want it to be, as it's Comley to come away with it. Get a tackle in, Rose. I just trust you to get every single tackle in, although he hasn't done there. Sending them back to Richard Santos, ex-Barnet player now. Sarkovic, they're building up, but a lot of passing around the back as Sarkovic has it again into Doyle. Around to Miller, who scored against us. Great tackle, Holmes. And it's Sarkovic who gives it out wide to Taft. Looks like they're pushing their centre-backs up now, because he is a centre-back, I think, not a right wing-back. As we've slid in there just to try and block it. Doig, as Rose just does what he's done all game and all season, making them little tackles which are very, very vital for us. As Scannell's still on the field. Haven't made a sub yet, and I really do need to, as it is George Williams on it again. George Williams can't cut inside. And George Williams, I've tried to sub all the other players on, but it doesn't look like they'll get a minute. Scannell's coming off, Wright and Williams for Jackson Jr., Martin and Tilly, as that's a very, very bad pass. I don't think they'll get on. I think this should be the final whistle soon. Yes, there we go. They did get on the field because there was a throw-in, but not really for long, as it is a 2-1 victory over Bolton. That is a huge one. Not going to get over the top, though, because we know how open this league is. But as it stands, that was great away from home. One shot for Bolton. Danny Rose, man of the match, of course he is. And yeah, I'll take that all day long. And straight after the game, we have the first thing in is a short-term loan offer for Josh Martin. That is perfect. That suits me to the ground. Get him out on loan, get him some games, because he's not doing well here. And yeah, time for Tilly to play. We've still got no top goal scorers on there. Williams will be shutting down on it, as we are 1 point still in front. Mansfield 1. Damn it, I thought we'd got a gap with that Bolton winner. So we're going to sim Stevenage next. I'll show you the team, as there's only 3 changes for this one. I know it's quite a few after that win, but we need to make them with McEwen, Hendry, Holmes, Idahan. Of course, he scored in the game before Bolton, so it was a bit harsh for me to drop him anyway. With Doig 65 rated. This guy looks like he could be out of the club because he's too good. With Rose the same. Spokes and Clifford in the middle instead of Hartigan, giving Spokes an appearance. With Wright, Jackson Jr. and Scannell, because Stevenage, I think, are on a bit of a wobble at the moment. They've lost a few of their recent games by what the calendar tells me, but still, it might be a struggle. 18th place, yeah, they're down there. They're down there, and when they're down there, I want to play teams like ours rotated against them. So please get the win away, as we do get the win away. Rose with a goal, yes, it's deserved one, and Jackson Jr. with the other. Damn it. I mean, I like it that he scored, but he'll be asking to play every week now. And I think it's time we upped some youth to the squad. Yes, we've got a transfer window going on soon, which is going to be rather frustrating because we're going to play youth players and the new players. But we're getting a loaner player out in Josh Martin that I'm going to try and get a winger in as well. Mark Akpan, the Nigerian right winger. I'm going to try and switch him to a left winger because he's actually close to 60 rated. I think he's a very good player. And we play bottom of the league Colchester next, if they are still bottom after that Stevenage game. So you never know, he could play straight away. And in fact, they are 22nd, so not as bad as I thought, but still bad enough to rotate the team up for a muzz, I think, as I am going to play this one. McEwen in goal, Hendry, Pollock, Idahan and Joey Hope gets an appearance. Got to keep Doig's feet on the ground with Hartigan, Spokes and Morton. Fully different midfield with Wright, Jackson Jr. and Tilly. Akpan straight on the bench. Cisse Torre on the bench. Williams getting a full rest. Same with Sean Scannell. So I hope Akpan can come on. I hope Cisse can come on. And I hope Tilly can come on leap and bounds. Come on, it's your time to shine. And the Colchester lineup looks like this. George, Welch Hayes, Eastman Smith, Conan Bramall, Lapilse. How has he got there? Marshall, Miranda, Poku, Brown, Bohu and Fall Levy. But I am very surprised how Lapsley, I think it's Lapsley, Lapils, I've been calling him the wrong thing. He was at Mansfield. He ran the show for Mansfield like 2 episodes back. I don't know how he's ended up at Colchester, lower down. He was a great player, one I wouldn't mind looking at. However, we've got to look at his own team here. We've got plenty of fresh faces pushing for an actual first team because, you know, this isn't his first team. We're playing as second string teams more than we are our first team, to be honest with you. As Jackson Jr. tries to start us off great. Right, with a ball in the middle to go. It's over the top. It's going to fall to Tilly, though. This guy's got something to prove as well. Out of probably everyone, as he gives a good ball into Hartigan. Spokes as well, who's a cut man. Not a league man. It's good to get a bit of a look at the players who don't play much, to see how they do fit in when I'm actually using them in game. As Hartigan, he's fallen off since his start. I mean, he still isn't that bad, but he's not as good as Harry Clifton, Hewitt and Rose, as Poku has a run down this wing now as well. This guy's a decent player. We've just got to watch him, Idahan. Oh, great tackle. This guy, ignore the rating. His pace is amazing, and his physicality is as well. Matty Pollock, got 2 youth players in defence for this game. Maybe that's why they're coming forward a bit more. They've seen the youth, they've gone aggressive. But our youth is standing strong so far, as Jackson Jr. needs to get that ball out wide to another youth player in Joey Hope. Can he deliver into the box with a cross? It's a decent one. Jackson Jr. throws himself at it, but it's gone straight through to Shamal George, I think that is. Good cross from Hope. And I've learned his name is Joe Lapsley, as I need to focus on the game in hand. Actually, not what players' names are, as it's Follovy coming across. No, it isn't. It's Bohui, as we've slid in there with Idahan. It's in the middle to Brown, though. Brown with a good pass. The tackle is not going to be a foul, and this is a very gritty game. Oh, and that's a great tackle from Tilly just before half-time with the slide in there on one of these Colchester defenders. Tilly with the turn inside. This guy does have skill moves, I think, as he's going to pass into Jackson Jr. as well. Can he finish? Oh, what a save from the keeper. It's a great stop. Manager there in the full kit. Doesn't need to be like that. So can we get a header? No. But we should be leading at half-time. I think the whistle's going to go before they can get an attack off. There we go. As Follovy touches the ball out of play. It is 0-0 for the 22nd place side. Maybe changes do need to happen, but maybe not straight away. I do want to get my youth player on as well, but I thought we'd be winning by now for Akpan to get his appearance. It's not good enough already. Tilly. James Tilly on to Hartigan. Hartigan, get that ball through to Jackson Jr. This is a chance at the start of the second half, but it's just a really good time tackle from the Colchester defence. And Call you doing everything to keep us out. This could be one of those frustrating games like Tranmere when we got beat by them when they were in like 19th. This could be another frustrator as it's over the top. Could be even more frustrating if they get the lead, as McEwen makes a great save there. It's telling me to put Bennett on for Max Wright. I am not going to do that. Akpan, I have the faith in. Even if it's level, I am going to put him on with like 10 minutes to go. I want to play a youth player as the ball comes in the box. They almost won the header. Cisse Torre is going to come on though, the striker for Jackson Jr. He's 60 rated, this guy, and I haven't played him much. Montel Gibson as well, if anyone's wondering what happened to our hat-trick hero a couple of episodes back. He's gone out on loan for a short-term loan to the end of the season, as Morton's going to come away here. Let's focus on the team at hand, as Torre is making a run. He's a big lad, is Torre as well. Takes a lot to shift. A very tall one, but he's on the ball, is Elgato Torre. Put the ball through as well to Max Wright, who's got a goal in his last game. Can he get one here? Oh, and it's wide from Maxi. Oh, that was a shame, as Tilly gives it to Torre again. We are pushing on the door. It's Clifton. No, it isn't Clifton, it's Spokes. And it's a good hit again, 65 minutes in. Can we finally get this goal? It's Pollock as well, throwing the kitchen sink. This is a frustrating game, as it's Stevenson. Gives it to Brown. Let's not bottle it. Idahan, you had to get that ball. And it's in from Follovy. It could be a late winner from Colchester United, and that is a real big shame. I can't believe we've let him score. It's that guy against Lapils. He has been fantastic running the show. As he didn't get the assist, it was not even Brown, it was the other guy, I think Poku, who gave it to the guy in the middle. Hendry nowhere near. McEwen couldn't save it. And it looks like an embarrassing defeat at home to Colchester United in 22nd. Looks like it could be an embarrassing moment that I am still going to put Akpan on. I am the manager who's going to give you a chance, I think. I did want to put him on when we were winning, but of course that's not been the story of this game, as here we have Max Wright on the ball again. Give it out wide to Hendry. It's too far. And I definitely know who's going to get the man of the match here. It has to be, not Lapils in fact, it has to be the keeper, Shamal Georges. We've got a chance here though. Akpan, good feet from him. The youth player, straight on the field, passes it to Torre. Cisse! Oh, and it's another great save. Could have been a debut assist for our youth player there, and a goal, first goal, that is for Toure, but it is, of course, stopped. Pollock in the middle, though, looking for the header, falls to Akpan! Over, and we could have done with a win here. This is going to go out with a whimper, I think. Trying to pass it around the back. Akpan, get that pressure on, get the team press on, even though they've gone forward. The whistle could blow any minute. It's Luke Norris, it's a good interception. Morton, oh, he's gave the foul from 2 seconds ago. It's on Hartigan as well. Come on, mate. You need to start to learn to keep your cool. You've got so many late fouls away, which we don't need to. As he wins the header, though. Get forward, Toure. He's been intercepted. That's going to be the final whistle, I think, as Brown runs away. And it's a huge 3 points for the bottom of the league side, Colchester. They're struggling against relegation. And we're in second place and losing to them. It's horrific. And it's something we need to sort out in January. And here we go into January. As players are already complaining. Martin has gone. But then again, Bennett is complaining. I don't want to recall Martin straight away. But might have to send Bennett back. He's just not doing it for me. And we are going to enter the date. Important transfer market information. You'll love to see. At least we've got a winger in Akpan who can play there, I guess. I mean, it is a decrease in the team as we've got all these things. Recalled players I saw there. And yeah, Edwards is recalled. Kind of could see that coming. Preston as well. Morton as well. Bennett as well. As we've got 2 players leaving on loan. Okay. We need to make signings. We really do, because the squad looks thin. And of course, centre-back is the option. I've got a lot of players on this list. And one centre-back I do want to get in, not this guy, who's very much aging, is this guy, Ash Taylor. But unfortunately, it will be next season, because we're going to try and get him on a pre-contract. 30-year-old, 65 rated. If we're in the league above, I think he's decent. If we're still in this league, he's very good. Yes, I apologise if he isn't one of the suggested bunch from you guys, but I do need to get players in for next season as well. I've got to think about steps ahead, a lot of steps ahead. You can see I've tampered with the budget as well. We've got almost $1 million, but a very, very little wage budget. This guy could actually take up most of it as well, over half, because he's on 2K already. I'll offer him 2.1. Might not be enough, but might be as well. He wants bonuses. I'm not giving a clean sheet. 5 clean sheets, he'll easily get that. So we'll take that off, offer him the signing on bonus, and he'll accept it. Ash Taylor is the first signing who doesn't arrive till next year, but he's a big centre-back. That's the kind of business we've got to do at the moment as well, because of course we can't be spending a lot of money straight away. We've got to get players in like that, as morale has gone up a lot, even though we lost that last game. We're going to play Leighton Orient next, but I'm waiting on scout reports, which should come back before then. Oh, but they haven't. Oh, come on. I really want to see what these players are like. Screw it, actually. Screw it. We're going to go and try and get one. Got a lot of new player updates. I love to see that. As this guy next, you can see me scroll through all these players, but the next one is... Oh, he's right here. He's at the top. Never mind. Kyle Lafferty. Released from Sunderland, I think, in real life, or maybe just in this game, as he looks like a very good one from the league above as well. 33-year-old, yes, got experience to come off that bench. We don't really need a striker as much, but can get him on a low wage. I think it's a very good free signing. However, he does want a crucial role. I think this guy's going to be a good rating. I'll offer him it. I mean, if he sits on the bench and then gets unhappy, I can offload him for money this time instead of just nothing. As we'll give him 1 year as well, because he is pretty old. He's going to accept 1 year, because I don't know what he's going to be like. Maybe he's been kicked out for the attitude at his last club, as we'll accept that as well. He wants a high wage, though, a very high wage to come here. I will offer him just a bit lower, 2.5. Please accept that, mate, because you are on too much there. I'll give you a bonus, actually. If you score 10 goals, I'll give you 20k, which is quite a lot. Please accept it. Actually, no, I forgot to take the initial offer down. Okay, Kyle Lafferty, you get your 4k. Oh, that's a stupid thing. At least he'll be tempted to score goals now. I think he's a high rating as well. 66. Not bad, actually. I thought it was lower than that. I mean, he is going to be the highest rated player in the whole squad, apart from Hendry, Hewitt and McEwen, and I think that's a good buy. Not messing around with any business so far. 2 signings within 5 days. McEwen in goal for this Leighton Orient game, the Cup, with Hendry, Pollock, Holmes and Doig there as well. Rose, Clifton and Hewitt. Wright, Jackson Jr. and Scannell. Just because how far we've come in the Cup, I don't want to play a Lafferty straight away. I wouldn't mind him coming off the bench though. That's why he's there ahead of George Williams, as Jackson Jr. has given a lot of faith to me with what he's been saying. So I'm going to try and repay it, and hopefully he repays it on the field as well. And revenge is on the mind here, of course. These beat us in the Carabao with Sergeant Judd Happ Coulson, Windowton, Cisse, Wright, Clay, Wilkinson, Angle and Dennis. Looks like the same team that beat us before. Right in the middle, fantastic player, as we need to try and beat these again. This is in a more important trophy though. Well, probably not the trophy, but in a more important round especially. Like 2 rounds deep into the knockouts, and come on, let's keep it going. Wilkinson with the ball in the middle to Pollock. Pollock intercepts that straight up to Scannell. Good chest, you know, as he drops it off to Hewitt. Oh, that was almost a really good ball over the top. Looks like a bit of a struggle again this game. I mean, no game's really easy. We lost the last one, which hasn't done the confidence good, but it is a different team now. It's, of course, our first team, and a bit of a shortened up first team. They should be playing with confidence, because they're not going to get rotated as much now. The lone players have gone back, as Hendry has a chance to cross as well. Jackson Jr. intercepted by Happen. That was a good ball into the box. Can we do something here? It's Holmes running towards it, and it's just wide of the post. And Wilkinson gives it to Angle. Looks like they're on the attack now. Clay finds a ball through to Angle. McEwen's come out, and Leyton Orient take the lead in the Papa John's Trophy. It's a great goal from Lee Angle. Really good build-up play. We find ourselves behind at home once again. The form is just so inconsistently consistent, but this time it's in the inconsistent brand, or whatever you want to say. I don't know what to say, as when I concede, you can see my mind goes, I need to focus on the game a bit more, as it's a good goal and we are behind. And damn, I didn't expect this already. Harry Clifton try and get us back into this game. The 2 youth players linking up in Max Wright as well. Wright's going to try and run around, give it to Danny Rose. Danny Rose through the middle to Jackson Jr. Come on, Jackson. I expect better, as he's got the ball now, though. Jackson Jr. running down the wing. We've got a man in the middle waiting. Harry Clifton with the header, and it's an instant reply. It's 1-1. Great header, Harry. Don't want to over-celebrate, though. He's going to get the ball. Great cross. Well, was it Rose or Jackson? No, it was Jackson Jr., wasn't it? Yeah, brilliant ball from the striker. Lafferty may have to wait a little bit extra to play, as it's a great header as well. Keeps onside and beats the goalkeeper. Harry Clifton's back in form. Just before half-time now, a long ball towards Lee Angle. Cisse with it. Oh, Danny Rose almost connected really badly there, as Angle's going to get the ball back, but not a chance, as it is the end of the first half. One apiece. If this were in the league, I'd be more frustrated. But with it being a cup and a deep round into the cup, I can see both teams really want to keep sharp at the back and sharp going forward, of course. So I can see why it's how it is. But I'm going to give a debut now. Jackson Jr., I'm apologising in advance. You've been great. But then again, we have Kyle Lafferty at the club. He's got great shooting, physical player, tall player. We've got a lot of balls into the box this game. That's where we've been trying to attack them with Max Wright and Scannell. So I want him to be good. And Insigne going to Man City. Thanks for telling me that, Derek Ray. I don't care in League 2 personally. As Clay, they've started off a bit better as Leyton Orient in this second half. Clay with a good run on is trying to fool us here with a bit of trickery. Gives it to Dennis, and Danny Rose steps in front of Lee Angle, of course. Danny Rose, what a player he has been, as Kyle Lafferty now on the ball. Lafferty looking for one over the top. Can't find a player. However, Scannell, great tackle that. Scannell onto Lafferty. Lafferty! Oh, and he scored on his debut off the bench. Kyle Lafferty, the free signing at Grimsby Town, gets us in front in the Papa John's Trophy. You can see what it means to the players. He's only trained a day, and he's just come into the team and scored a goal. Great finish as well. It was Scannell. We just had a chance, but Scannell, I thought it was going to be given as a foul. No foul. Kyle Lafferty on the end of it finesses it into that corner. Now I'm not as sorry to Jackson Jr., because I am glad I've put Lafferty on. He's been on the field literally like 13, 14 minutes, and he's got his goal. And there's only 20 minutes to go now. It's been a bit of a grudge match in the second half, but our new signing looks to be our hero, as we could get another Scannell with a bad touch. Hit that, and he's in the back of the net from Hewitt. Literally about 3 or 2 highlights in the second half, and they have been goals. It's been terrible, but good for us at the same time. Elliot Hewitt has surely guaranteed us through to the next round. Leyton Orient, of course, below us in the league, and you can see why. Defensively in this second half, they've shut off. They were the better team in the first half, I've got to admit. But Hewitt just blasts that into the top of the net, like Maddison scored against Newcastle in the Prem recently. As yeah, I don't know if you'll get that reference, but it's a beautiful finish. And our new signing just turning out to be our hero. We could even have more though against Leyton Orient here. They have napped at the back as Harry Clifton hits the post. Clay is absolutely shambolic defending though, as Harry Clifton gets his second goal of the game. There's not really much to say about this. I'll watch it because it's funny. Hits the post. Clay can't kick it away and the goalkeeper can't do it. Going to make a sub as well. Akpan to come on for his second game. Of course, getting a bit more time this time for Max Wright. And there's just literally 3 in-game minutes left of the game. But it looks like Leyton Orient have actually decided to attack again. Their attacking hasn't been bad all game, as it's a great save from McEwen. It's just the defence that slipped and gone to bed, as McEwen makes a great save, like I just said. As they have a corner, Dayton comes on for Judd, as it's going to go towards the edge. Coulson, great header, great header, great header, great header, but not enough from the head of Coulson there, as we've got a tackle in here. Just get forward. Akpan, oh, I've tried to release him down the wing. It's his right, giving it into Johnson. Johnson tackled, and he blows the whistle in the box, the referee. That's a bit unusual, as the fans erupt. And it's time to erupt. We're going into this competition in full throttle, doing very well. And you never know, the Papa John's trophy could look like one we could lift. And that was fun, wasn't it, that game? As yes, I'm going to try and make another sign-in. We are 7 days deep into this window, but it's not going to stop me. 3 today, and I haven't spent any money. And this signing that I want to make next, I'm not spending any money as well, because it's a free agent. Carl Arnson. Yes, I said I wanted to sign in England, but when the free signings like this, and they can be so cheap, and we need centre-backs with our injury crisis and young players doing the job, but I'd like to be a bit shored up at the back. We can get this guy in. Yes, he'll only last 1 season, but I think a great signing. And he does want a low wage with a little signing on fee. We're going to accept that. 38-year-old Icelandic defender Carl Arnson, who's been swanning around England apparently, joins the Mariners. We've made 3 signings. 2 centre-backs, 1 coming in immediately to try and shore up this defensive problem that we've got. And of course a striker in Kyle Lafferty. Great stuff. And yes, the squad still does look rather thin, doesn't it? But I think we've done good business for today. Not spending anything, only on wages, no signing fees, as this is the team that's going to play against Morecambe. The low down, so the new signings are going to get a chance. McEwen in the goal. Hendry Arnson comes straight into the team. Sorry, Matty Pollock with Holmes. Switch places as well. Hopefully that offers us luck. With Doig at left back. Hartigan, Rose and Clifton across the middle. Clifton's gone up a rating. With Wright, we get so many offers in for, but I'm just blocking all of them for him now. With Lafferty up front, of course, got his debut goal. And Tilly, I just want to kick on, but isn't. And I'm kind of regretting taking Martin out now, because I probably could have played Martin instead of Tilly. But then again, no regrets. We're doing well. We're doing well, as this could take us top of the league again. Everyone's on 47 points. We play against them. No 5 at the back, which is a great sign. Can we get the victory against Morecambe, the Shrimps? And it's a 1-1 draw. Okay, didn't expect it. I thought we'd honestly get the win. A couple of rotations, of course, hasn't offered us any luck, as Arihin gets a goal and Kyle Lafferty saves us actually in the 88th minute. And I don't think we're top of the league. No, we haven't had many draws this season, so that's quite good to get another one, even though it isn't a win. Williams complaining again now. It's going to be hard balancing him and Lafferty, but that's the challenge, as the challenge for today is over until tomorrow. As unfortunately, guys, I have finished this episode. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. Hopefully it's not too long for you guys. I'm really enjoying doing this series at the moment, so I think it's going to stay around on its own for a little while. And yeah, that is it from me. Thank you for the support incredibly on this series. Didn't expect it. It's up in Arsenal's as well, beating that out of the water. And I will see you all in a bit on the next one tomorrow. Not even in a bit. 24 hours, you can count them. Peace.